intuition is telling me there'll be better days.
What's up, Glamazons? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, hello, my name is Natalie and this is my channel, Music to Makeup. So today's video, I'm going to be talking about my ride or die, cannot live without favorite face brushes. I wanted to separate face and eye brushes, or else this video would just be way too long. And it's already sad enough that I have a pile of brushes in front of me. If you would have told me like 10-15 years ago that I'd have like 4,000 makeup brushes, you're fucking crazy. Are we in Jumanji 2? Like, where's the rhino? I definitely would not have believed you. I really don't have like 4,000, but I have a lot of brushes. And these are just the brushes that I have grown to love over the years of doing my makeup, and the ones that I have found to give the best results for what I use them for. So if you are interested in seeing what they are, then keep on watching. And if you do like this video, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. It helps let me know what types of videos you guys like, and it wouldn't hurt to subscribe. Alright, I don't know where to start because they're all face brushes. Maybe in order of how you put the makeup on? I think that's how we'll do it. Anyways, on the face brushes. So I will start with foundation brushes. How about that? So I like using a cream and a liquid foundation mixed together because I like it extra full coverage. But these are brushes that you can use for both cream or liquid. Alright, the first one I've had it for a while, but it is such an amazing foundation buffing brush, and I don't use it in videos that much. I don't know why. I think I'm worried if I use it too much I'll like wear down the bristles or I'll ruin it, and it's such a good brush that I don't want to, you know, something to happen to it. So, but this is the Tarte, I don't know what it's called. It's just a very large like buffing blending brush, and because it is so large, it blends out your foundation so quickly. Like, let me show you compared to, okay, so the next brush I'm going to talk about is the e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. This is probably like what I use 75% of the time, and I like it because it's very affordable. It's only $6 and it just does a really good job. But if you can see the difference between the sizes of the heads, the Tarte one is a lot bigger. Alright, but it was also a lot more expensive, so you know. So next is kind of like a mid-range. This is the Morphe 439. Very similar to the e.l.f. blending brush. The only thing I would say is that the Morphe bristles I find are a little bit more firm. And then, this was kind of a surprise to me. I didn't think I was going to like it as much as I do. I really like it, especially for cream foundations, or like my Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation or my Makeup Revolution Stick Foundation. And it is the Fenty Beauty foundation brush, number 110. And it just gives it like such a flawless finish. I guess I'm gonna call this a concealer brush, but I got this in a BoxyCharm. This is the Farrah 20FF straight brush. I don't know what, if I'm using a concealer that's in a squeeze tube or like the Huda Beauty concealer, I don't like the applicator. It's either not enough product comes out or way too much comes out, so I'll put it on the back of my hand or on one of these like plastic inserts that comes in palettes, and then I'll take this brush and I'll kind of paint it on, and then I'll blend it out with my beauty sponge. Okay, so next I'm going to talk about powder brushes. And me personally, when it comes to powder brushes, I prefer smaller ones. The majority of the time. I'm not going to say always, but the majority of the time. These are what I mean when I say like smaller. So this first one is the Morphe E48, and it's super soft, and I love how I feel like it's just the perfect shape for under the eyes. And then like if you're trying to clean up your bronzer, you can take some powder and go like that. I really like this brush. So next is the Luxie 660 Precision Foundation Brush. So I like to use this for maybe an all over powder. Like if I'm using my Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Finish powder, this is what I will use. And I don't know, I just really like the way it places it. Oh, it's still kind of wet. Now if I'm looking to kind of put a light layer like all over or to buff, I really like this Complex Culture powder brush. Yeah, I really have been liking this to buff, which is where I'll take some sort of like slightly illuminating finishing powder, like this Hourglass. This is barely illuminating, but it's a really pretty finishing powder, and it just kind of helps blend all your makeup together and give your skin just a really beautiful glow. Okay, another brush I like to use for buffing is, this is the e.l.f. 101 large powder brush. I think it's really pretty. Okay, so for bronzer, this is hands down the best bronzer brush I've ever used. This is the Complex Culture Contour and Blush Brush. I like how you can use it as, well, you could use it as contour, bronzer, or blush. I like to use it for bronzer. It is just the perfect width and angle of where I like my bronzer. Some brushes, if they're too big, then the bronzer, you know, can come all the way down here. But this, it just applies it perfectly. The only thing I don't love using it for is like when I go around the perimeter. I mean, it definitely works, but for that I like to use, it's a smaller brush. Like I really like using this one for bronzer. This is the Morphe E3. And oh, this is such a good bronzer brush. This is the Farrah 50F. Oh, this is another one. It's just like lays down the perfect amount of product and like the perfect size. Alright, so the first one I honestly love so much. I use it almost every single day, and it's not technically a highlighter brush. It's this Real Techniques, I think it's oh, it says it's a setting brush. Yeah, we like to use it for highlight in this household. So alright, I'm gonna go in with my Sleek Solstice palette in this color right here, and this, I swear, it just lays down the perfect amount. It puts, this is good if you like it really intense. It doesn't put like a light wash of highlighter on it. Like, it lays it down nice. Like, look at that. Oh. Alright, next is, this is, you know, like a cult classic highlighter brush, and it is the Morphe 510. The only thing that I don't like about these is over time, as you wash it multiple times, they do start to become a little bit frayed. But other than that, I really like them. Alright. Then, so the next two are almost identical. And so one is a dupe of the other. I love both of them, so I wanted to show both of them to you. So, okay. I'm not going to tell you which. One of these, no, you can't see, okay, is an Anastasia Beverly Hills brush, and the other one is a Milani. Do they not look identical? So this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills, like number 25 highlighting brush, and this is the Milani all over blending. No, this is a highlighter brush. And to be honest with you, the Milani one is actually softer. Eyeball. Alright, and lastly, blush brushes. My favorite one is actually in my car. I keep a makeup bag in my car, but it's the Morphe E4, and it's just a slanted blush brush. I really like slanted blush brushes, so I'm just going to talk about these together since they're, very similar. This is the Farrah large angled contour brush, and this is the Luxie large angled. Yeah, they're both large angled. So you can use it for contour. I like to use them for blush. Oh, hey. I just think it lays it down like perfectly. Okay, then I also have, this is a Luxie small contouring brush. So this would be good for contouring if I contoured, but I don't. So I started using it as a blush brush, and I actually really like the way it put the product on. Since I basically just did my makeup over again, let's spray some setting spray. I worked the past 3 nights. I'm so tired, but so I just got Botox for like the 2nd time ever. I don't know. I was just like editing my video the other day, and I'm like staring at my forehead wrinkles, and I'm like, you know whose fault it is? When I was dating a doctor, he gave it to me for free. It's his fault because I saw how awesome it looked. But I don't know. I just turned 35. I'm single. I have no children. I don't know. Don't judge me, okay? That's what I'm trying to say here. So you can't lie down 4 hours after you've gotten it done. And I actually got a Groupon for it. But of course when I got there, she was like, oh, well, you need 30 units, not 20 units, of course. So I ended up having to pay like an extra $125, which I was not happy about. But when I got it done the first time, he did like just the forehead. And like that's the only thing that bothers me. But she also put some like right underneath my eyebrow tail to kind of help open the eye area up. She put some like right above my brow arch to kind of help lift that up, and she also put it in the middle here. So I think it takes like up to a week for you to see the full result, so I'm excited to see how it looks. Alright guys, so those are my favorite face brushes, my favorite foundation, bronzer, highlighter, powder, blush brushes. Let me know what you guys think. Have you tried any of these? What are some of your favorite brushes? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys in my next video.